currently your divorce file is sealed. However, the judge has gone through and reviewed that filing, and she's going to unseal it.
What would come out? Like, what?
Okay, well, let's talk about it for a second.
All right, friend. Now,
What's
I had
up?
to get you on the line.
Get here! Get here now!
Okay.
Okay, because you know this.
I don't know.
segment-
I don't know if you've been hearing what's going on with your girl Drew,
Ooh, there's a lot going on.
but if you haven't, I'm here to break it down to you.
friend. So I definitely have heard that the divorce records have been released, leaked, whatever. However, I have not seen them. So I need to know, child, what my girl did. And
Listen.
please take me easy, because you know this is my
Listen.
girl.
Listen, babe, I'm here to break it down for you, okay? Because I got the tea.
Here we go.
Ralph claims Drew secretly dissolved their business, Drew Sidora LLC, which they co-owned, and she set up 2 new companies in other states to allegedly route the income and cut him out.
That's weird.
Whoa. So is that why she was in front of that box truck recently? Hey, did you see
What?
that? Did you
What
see
happened?
it?
When?
Apparently she done bought a box truck from somebody and she did a whole video. And I was like, girl, what the are you doing?
I did not see that.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure I find it and send it to you. Okay.
He also claims she took out a 6-figure loan against their shared home without telling him. And now the loan is in default. And on top of that, he said she filed for unemployment and didn't disclose it when she did her taxes. Right. Messy, right? But hold on, because this is where things get sticky. I'm going to slow it down a little bit.
Please take me slow.
Number 1 on the business. So Drew is allegedly 60% majority owner. So depending on how the LLC is set up, she might have every legal right to dissolve of it without his permission, especially if the LLC is tied to her acting money or any money she got before they were married. So she could be in the clear on that. Number 2, on the loan. The house is in both of their names. If it's in both of their names, Drew wouldn't be able to use the house as collateral without his signature.
Right.
So if Ralph really didn't sign anything, the loan could be uncollectible or even invalid, right? So if the house is just in Drew's name, then she could do that. So now it's just a whole nother conversation about the title of the house and who is the actual owner of the house.
And that explains why he's in the basement.
Bye, girl. Down to the basement you go. Honk, honk.
Yeah, that explains it. Like,
so do you think she's the owner of the house? And you believe this claim?
I think they both are. I do think they both are, and I think that's why he's in the basement, because they both have ownership in the house, and they may have had the house in the LLC. You know, most people put like their assets in the LLC and not them owning it outright personally to protect it. So that may explain why he's in the basement and not ordered to be out of the home, for sure.
So if she used that house though, then, I mean, like you said, there's no way that she could have done that without his signature.
Without his ambition. And if there's is there a signature on the loan?
Correct. Then
if there's a signature
that's a whole
on the
nother
loan,
problem.
And you know Ralph ain't gonna play with her.
Listen.
Ooh.
Child, your girl is mad. Okay. And then the unemployment benefits of it all. So she allegedly collected over $4,000, but was also working on TV at the time.
Yup.
So that could be an issue depending on when and how she filed. But again, nothing has been proven illegal or fraudulent yet. This is all just Ralph's side in the, his allegations that she didn't want to be unsealed. And now we know why, because it makes her look messy as hell.
Right.
I was floored about the unemployment thing. I mean, you a whole housewife.
Yeah, but I think it depends because like I don't know like what they payment situation is. Like, are they just paid for a certain period of time? And they was on pause, friend. So maybe she was like, "Bitch, ain't no money coming in, so I need to go file unemployment." So I don't know. I can kind of see how that could work depending on how contracts and stuff work. Because obviously she's working on a contract, and it's not it ain't no 9 to 5 situation.
I ain't buying that. You go cap for Drew. We already know that. You gonna come up with something for
Hire
Drew.
me. Do you hear me? She need to hire me. You hear me?
You gonna come up with something for that, Drew, okay? Because I ain't buying that, baby. Drew keeps some kind of project going. It might not be Paramount, it may be Lifetime,
Okay.
but she got something going on. It ain't Jermaine Dupri, it's the
Okay.
hot dog man, but she got something going on.
I feel you, friend. I feel you. But look,
So-
so what about Ralph? Which I know he ain't skating clean in this situation.
So, based on what has been currently unsealed, this where we at. So, yeah. Yeah. So either she ain't got nothing for him or it hasn't been unsealed yet. But if she don't have nothing for him and this is what he's going in with, you in danger, girl.
Oh, friend, I ain't buying that. We need some more information. I ain't buying that.
So you don't believe none of his allegations?
I won't say that I don't believe his allegation, but I don't believe that he ain't got no dirt in the mix.
I could buy that.
You believe his boy hands is not clean in this at all.
But I mean for Ralph, I'm sure it's infidelity,
You left the other day, and I still don't know where you were.
You don't really truly understand men and how we work, especially black men.
What was the reply?
The reply was, look, I was like, hey, my back is really hurting. And she was like, man, like, you should have gotten that massage or whatever like that. I was like, hey,
No.
what?
What did she say? I had to let go of those expectations.
Okay.
What was that?
See, you look like you're about to cry.
That wasn't even real.
I'm sure that's his hand in the mix. Like, you wasn't in Tampa, going to get, a tan at the beach. You were there for a reason.
Yeah. See, I guess also what Drew is doing, if the legend is true, I think she's kind of moving like a lot of entrepreneurs move. Like they're gonna always try to move in a way to protect their assets. Now, granted, if she's doing things behind Ralph's back and he's a part of that, it should be a part of that decision making, then that's foul.
Yeah.
No questions about it. But I was afraid like there was going to be like a lot of fraudulent stuff coming up. And you know how she was on the show making it seem like it was stuff in there that she didn't want to come out. And we was like, well, girl, what's in there about you? But yeah, I would love to hear, bitch, what she alleging about Ralph in the whole decree of the situation.
Now, she didn't want nobody to know she had them unemployment benefits coming in.
That's what it was.
She didn't want nobody to know she was down there to the line getting the food stamp card, getting a piece of government cheese.
Some South.
Drew didn't want the people to know.
And so here's the thing, friend, is what I wish today's housewives would get. Like, show us that. Show us that you had to file for unemployment. Like, show us the real shit, because that makes you relatable to everyday people. Do you know how many people have to sign?
That makes her a liar. That girl got enough money that she don't need to be filing for unemployment. It's people out there that actually need it. You're not finna be walking
about the money. For people be putting on like they got what they ain't.
Well, we
she
know
needs to tell the truth.
Well, we know
she lied. Now, here's the thing. Now, if she lied about the unemployment, but the Fed's coming.
Clanky clank, clanky clank. Really?
Correct. That's why she could be in trouble. But again, this is all alleged. This is all Ralph's side. So I know a lot of people on the internet are just running with this as truth, but they got to remember that this is just information that has just been unsealed, and these are claims that he's making. None of them have been proven as fact in a court of law yet. So everybody online, you can't just run with it just yet, because we don't know the full story yet, and they haven't actually went to court about those things. But friends, we do want to know what y'all think. And do y'all think Ralph is telling the truth in any of this? Is Drew capable of doing any of this? Yes.
Because, friend, look, because we're going to be right here live on Talk That Talk.
Okay. Listen.
Reporting with the news.
Listen, that's why I got my glasses on.
You hear me? We're going to be reporting on it. So we got Ralph's claims. I would love to see what Drew is claiming. And I would love to see if any of this stuff is true. Of course, everything we are saying here is alleged. And again, our interest in this is because of our interest in the show and this playing out on the show with their last court case situation that clearly ended in a wreck for them. So it's very interesting to hear this side of the story. So yeah, I'm ready to hear what Drew got to say. Y'all gonna let my girl speak her truth too.
I hope she clears this up.
Okay, and Drew, it's okay if you had to file unemployment. It's okay, boo. But you lied about it. My girl.
It is not okay. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. You not finna be walking around me in no Balmain and designer head to toe and expensive lace fronts, and then you got unemployment claims on file.
But no now. You can't. Now, how you gonna say what the people can and can't buy them? Now, maybe the unemployment was just to stay afloat. What if she already had the Balmain?
$4,000. $4,000.
Yeah,
$4,000.
Okay, Greg asked to borrow $10,000.
You filed unemployment for $4,000.
$10,000.
When you want to have
Greg borrowed $10,000.
Get her out of my face.
No,
I'm hoping Ralph lying. I'm hoping that's a lie. Please be a lie.
Well, we know who the proven liar is between the two of them. We can start there.
Both of them. That's why they made for each other.
Listen, but friend, I ain't got no more on that for you. That's what's been unreleased right now.
That was some good tea right there.
We definitely gonna have to follow that one. And again, friends, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. We want to know who y'all believe in at this point in the story. Like, chime in and let us know.
For sure.
Friend, I'm sorry I had to bring you the news on your girl, but it is what it is.
Girl. I'm still gonna ride with Drew. Right, wrong, with indifferent. I'm gonna ride with her.
Okay, very much Delulu. All right, friend. I'm gonna talk to you later.
All right, boy.
I'm Nene Leaks for 11 Alive. Bam!